Hello and welcome. This is Paulette Rolle-Alesnik here, and I'm just so excited that you're here. Want to invite you in and welcome you to our weekly live chat where we bring on dynamic, phenomenal, powerful women who are actually living life to the fullest. They are businesswomen, they're mothers, and their mothers, their wives, their ministers, some of them, and they are living multiple streams of income. So these ladies have figured it out. And as you come in, I want you to say hello, hello, hello. Say hello to me. But you're in for a treat again. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So we're going to wait. We're just going to take a few minutes to do some pre-show stuff. And hold on, let me turn my phone down. You know, these interruptions. Turn all those off. And as I do that, let me encourage you to just minimize distractions as much as possible because Kathy is here to bring some nuggets. Kathy is going to share her journey as to where she's at. She's a CEO. She is an entrepreneur. She's an author. She's a speaker. She joins community and business together. Guys, this lady comes heavy with, I'm talking 30 plus years of entrepreneurial experience. So as you come in and as we wait for her, I want you to please say hello because she's going to bring it. She's going to bring it. She's going to bring it. I want to welcome those of you that are joining us live on YouTube. Please, in the comment, let us know in the chat whether you're on Facebook Live, if you're on my page, right? Paulette Rolle-Alesnik and PRA International, just let me know that. If you're on Kathy's page, Kathy Here Speaks, let us know, but drop some comments and say hello to us. And before you leave, let us know what's your takeaway. Let us know what's your takeaway. But we appreciate you. This is the weekly live with Paulette on Facebook and YouTube. And as you know, on this channel, we talk about multiple. Hello. We have somebody already, my friend Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Thank you. Rosie, go grab some friends. Grab Sky and Rain and all the beautiful girls that you know and just bring everybody in with you. But as you know, on this channel, we talk about personal finances. So that is how to make extra money, how to create and develop multiple streams of income, and how to increase your wealth. So that's the focus of my life. That's just the vision right now. And how do we do that? We do that through multiple streams of income. Now, there are some ways that I practice multiple streams of income, and there are other ways, and this is why we have guests, right? Our guests will bring it strong. Tonight, again, as you come in, say hello. Let us know where you're from. You can say your city. You can say your state. I know I had some people from 2 other countries last week. Like, yeah, I'm excited. I get excited easily. But let us know where you're from. Also, if you're on YouTube, let us know if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook Live. If you're on Kathy's channel, we're just growing. We're just growing. Again, this is our weekly chat. Ladies, let's chat multiple streams of income. We're like, some of us have 1, 2, some have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I don't want to pick up my feet. But some of us have more streams of income. The more you have, the better off you'll be financially. Right? So we thank God for that. But again, I welcome you to the live. Please say hello as you come in. It's just, not just say hello, but copy this link and send it to your favorite 2 women. I know we have some guys, they be sneaking on the show, but that's okay. Girls power. We'll lend them a little bit of power. But invite someone with you. How to invite someone to join you. How do you do that? You copy the link or you share the link with, hi, Catherine Cotter, good evening. Thank you. She's watching from Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us. We're so excited to have you. But ladies, listen, in this time, it's nothing new, but we just believe it's time that we get together. We empower women. I know that seems like a cliche, but more than ever before, Women need to empower each other. Why are we coming on here and giving you just great content to up level your lives? Because we care and we believe that women need to stick together. We're not here to bash men, no. We're not here to talk about who's not doing what. We're just here to bring you some powerful, responsible, successful women that are doing it. They're crushing it. They are crushing it. And half of the world don't know, but I know. So I invite them on so you can get the nuggets and you can learn what I know about them. Right? Some of them have programs you can join their mentorship programs. Some of them don't care about that. They're just here to lend themselves to you and help you up level their lives. But like I said, grab somebody real quick. How do you do that? Copy and paste this. Just copy and paste the link or share it. Y'all know how to do that stuff. Why am I telling you that? But I want you to do that. I'm wanting to see some more people. Again, I just want to take a minute for people to come in. Let me know where you're coming from. Kathy Kathy doesn't come alone. Again, I say this every week. The women that come on this live podcast, they do not stand alone, but they stand on the shoulders of many. So I might repeat this, but that's okay, because repetition to me is the mother, the father, the sister, the brother, aunt, and uncle of learning. So I want to repeat this and say, Kathy does not stand alone. She stands number one on Christ, right? And then she stands on the shoulders of all the strong women who have gone before us. Her mother, her grandmother, her great-grandmother, the women who fought and have struggled for us to be here so that we have a voice. Ladies, in 2022, we now have a voice. So let nobody shut you down. Let nobody stop you sharing good news, sharing what you know is great, sharing what you know can help other women. Okay? So invite some more on here. I can tell you something. I've known Kathy for years. And as I said on her little infomercial, this woman exudes love. She's so loving. She's so kind. She's excitable all the time, right? She's like a happy-go-lucky person. But don't let that fool you, because she's a bad to the bone businesswoman. This lady, I tell you, she's holding her own. And her experience of having she's got a catering company. She used to have a hair company when I knew her. She's an insurance broker. She owns an insurance company. And we'll talk about that when we introduce her. And she's over multiple entrepreneurs. So she's not just an entrepreneur, but she actually covers and mentor other entrepreneurs as they collectively work together. So her experience qualifies her to speak into your life. It really, really does. So grab a few people, a few women. I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes as you go. Grab your friends, your daughters. If you have daughters on here, if you have like middle school, high school daughters, do me a favor, get them on. I believe they need to be on here as well to learn this, get this information, because it's good. Kathy, I want to say this about Kathy because she doesn't address anybody by their names, right? She calls everybody queen. So I have my cup, and this is the cup I drink from every single day. But normally in the morning time. So in honor of Kathy, I actually have my queen cup. Because for years, Kathy has been addressing me as queen. She doesn't do it just because she sees you out and about. Every day, every time, she pulls out of you the quality of who you are. She calls you a queen. She dubs you, she crowns you that way. This is the type of woman that's coming to us. So we're excited about that. So I want to read this quote. It says, "A valuable woman can do many things except the thing that doesn't add value to humanity." That speaks a lot of Kathy Hair. Kathy only speaks what adds value to humanity. It says, a valuable woman does not rely on others to recognize her own value, but rather she adds it no matter what. And this is what Kathy does. She adds value to our lives. She understands her worth. And she doesn't keep it to herself, but she adds value. So I'm so excited. And as she goes about sharing tonight, I want you to please ask her some questions. And, think of a questions, a few that you can ask her. Kathy, you'll be able to see the questions on the side. I hope you can. Kathy, if you can see everybody saying hello, just give me thumbs up so I know that you can see them. She goes, yes, good. So as you see the questions, Kathy, you can answer them and repeat them, because sometimes I get a little bit giddy and I don't always see them myself. Okay, did everybody invite someone? Hi, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, look at you. Thank you for joining, Lisa. I'm so excited. Are you on YouTube or Facebook? Let me know where you're joining from, Lisa. So thank you so much. Lisa's actually one of my clients. It's exciting to see. Lisa, Rosie, Kathleen, everybody else, please, she's watching on Facebook. Please invite someone. Go and invite someone, because we have value coming. We have the queen that's coming. I want to give them a few more minutes just to get on here. She'll be on soon. Facebook, yes, great. While you wait, do me a quick favor. If you haven't already done so, I would love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on there, you might not subscribe, and also the notification bell to the right, ding. Just kind of click that, and it will remind you when we are live. So that's one good thing about YouTube. On Facebook, you can find me at Paulette Rolle-Alesnik and PRA International. So like our page, and then you won't miss a thing. All right. You can find Kathy. We're going to start getting Kathy's website on this in a minute. So you'll see her website and you can reach out to her. On Facebook, it's Kathy Speaks. So just connect with Kathy. It's called The Unique Umbrella Effect. Thank you, Josh. Everybody, let's thank Josh in the background. Josh is behind the scenes. He's our tech. Thank you, Josh. He does an amazing job, right? A lot of people can do Facebook Live and YouTube Live by themselves. Me, I can't. I just can't. Before the queen comes on, I have a question. Okay, it says, how do you choose your guests that'll be on? Thank you. That question is from Rosie as we wait for the queen. And I'm going to give 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna bring Kathy on officially. You'll see her real life face. So how do we choose our guests? Rosie, a couple of things. I look for women that are, how do I say, respectful. They're respected in the community, they're powerful, and they're successful in what they're doing. And success, it's, how do I say, that's relative. So successful in their lives and what they're doing. Last but not least, they're practicing multiple streams of income. For example, Kathy is an author. Kathy's a conference speaker. She's a conference host. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on these fun conferences she has. It's called Girl, Let Your Hair Down. So Kathy has multiple businesses. So I look for women that have at least 2 streams of income. That means you have a job and you're doing a side hustle, or you have a business, and within your business, you're doing something else. You're selling something outside of just your client income. So that's it. That's it. If you are out there doing your thing and people recognize and you can add value to this live chat, you are on. So if you know somebody that fits that description, send them my way. They can reach me, Paulette, at Paulette PRA on social media, and we'll go for it. Alrighty. So Josh, we thank you. Kathy, I'm going to introduce this powerful woman. Let's hope I can read. Just look at her.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Blessings, queens. I know it's some queens in the house. I'm just saying. Because all of the queens, we work like that because that's who we are in God.
I'm loving your hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I had got it for me and my husband. We just celebrated our 35th anniversary, so I wanted to be sassy.
Okay. I remember when I called you on the beach, you're like, no, girl. I call you. I love that. I love that. Ladies, let me tell you about this queen whose face you're seeing really quickly. Kathy is the CEO. She's a business community liaison, author, speaker, entrepreneurs. And I love what she says about herself or what people say about her. She brings community to business. She brings a world of business. I'm sorry. She brings community to the world of business. Kathy is a believer. She's a wife, Mclain Hair's wife for 30 years, like she told you. And they have one son, Marshall. Did I say Michael? But is
Marshall. Yes, it's Marshall for 35.
35. Oh, your bio. You need to upgrade your bio. So 35 years they've been married. They have a son. She's the president of Worldwide Partnership Group, where they set the bar high when it comes to building. I should wear my glasses. I try to be cute. Building trust.
That's what I was trying to do.
Trust and understanding and value to establish long-lasting relationship within the community. She combines her entrepreneurial spirit and wisdom with years of experience as a certified independent broker to serve her community with the same love and affection as she does her family. With over 30 plus years of experience, Kathy has served the greater Tampa Bay area, coordinating special events, nonprofit fundraising, women's conferences, and business seminar. She is the founder of Unique Umbrella Effect Network and okay, let me start over. Yeah. A community of small business owner networking together to make an impact in the community. The Unique Umbrella Effect Network Group is more recognized for the annual Veterans Ball and Wellness Fair. Yay! Thank you for recognizing the veterans. She's an author of 2 books, Be Still and Know That I Am God, Surviving the Storm of Marriage. In fact, I just saw her at a marriage conference. Kathy graced the stages at conferences, virtual seminars, Facebook Live, radio, podcasts. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, she shows no sign of slowing down. I don't know how old she is, but she looks young and she looks cute. Kathy, welcome to
Thank you.
Show.
Thank you, Queen. I'm so honored that to be on tonight. Thank you for asking me. It's such a blessing. So I thank you. I know you for so many years, and just seeing how God has put the growth in you and all the different things. I thank you. I'm honored.
Well, we are honored. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to jump right into it. I know they have questions, but let's jump right into it. Kathy, I like to ask these questions because oftentimes people see you doing your thing or they hear you, but we don't get to always share why. I know that people, they don't buy what you do, but rather why you do it. And I want you to share with us, why do you do what you do all these years?
Number one, the reason why I do it, I remember when I was a young teenager and my mom, it always came, I was thinking about it. And it's always been in me to be in a community because where I came from, it was all about the community. And one of the things that I really think about is where God has. And he always says, show love. And the number one thing why I do it, because I want to educate, number one. And if I find out any information, I want to be able to share it in the community because a lot of people don't know. And if I find out for them, I'm going to run and let them know. That's the biggest thing. I have a heart to share valuable information. And I feel that sometimes people don't get that. And when I started 30 years ago and the projects working as a debit agent and to see people with policies that didn't even seem that was good for them. And once I learned, I went to family homes, sat down at their tables and let them know the real deal. So that's my heart and that's my passion.
A heart to help. And that's why you're on this show. That's what the women on this show have, a heart to up-level other women. I love that. Now, I think you answered this question, how long you've been an entrepreneur and what motivated you. So I think you kind of sort of answered. Was that the same answer? Like what motivated you?
Yes, I was, I think I was like 13. I must was like 12 or 13. We had the
Mhm.
only gas station in the community, and
Yeah.
I thought about going back to my roots and pumping
Okay.
gas, doing customer service, and that's where it started from. Get pumping the gas, talking to people when they came up, and that's one of the things that I learned from my mom. Just being in the community, talking to the people, because back then, it was no self service. It was pumping gas. So our gas station was the only one in the community, so
Wow.
everybody knew us. So it was
So
like,
you own this gas station? Your
yeah.
family? Oh,
So
y'all
it
big time.
was like, so it was instilled in me. So as I was thinking about it, it was like, what was it? And God reminded me when you were 13, when you were younger, because I think I worked with them till I was like ready to work at Busch Garden, and I was like 8
Okay.
after I graduated from high school. But
Uh-huh.
just getting to know people, and that's the biggest thing. People want to know that you're genuine. It's no, they don't need no fakeness, because it's too
Right.
much of that going on. So if you're genuine,
Mhm.
people would know that.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. So now you're here, right? You came from
Yes.
the project. You came from the project.
No,
Kathy,
I
what,
worked in the projects. Yes,
huh?
I worked in the projects.
You work there. Now you're
Yes.
working with some big time with this, with
Yes. Yes.
worldwide work. She's got, listen, Kathy's got brokers, insurance brokers under her. I'm mad at you. So what got you to this place, Kathy? What got you to being that person that just had a heart to help, I guess, unenfranchised family get better insurance to where you are now? I know it wasn't easy, but tell us, how did you get here, first of all, and what are some pivotal points that might have helped you?
Just what got me there was just seeing in the insurance world, unfortunately back then, it was like cutthroat. A lot of people, I'm just gonna keep it real. It was like a book that I seen, and it had like three different sections for different financial levels. And
Mm.
unfortunately, the people that was in poverty paid more than the people was in a higher level income.
Oh, wow.
And it was less insurance, and I'm seeing people paying all this money. So I'm out there trying to educate them and let them know you don't
Mm.
have to do this. And so that was my passion. And then getting people to let them know it's other financial ways too. So
Mhm.
that was my biggest heart. And then just stepping out on faith, as God helped me to step on faith again 5 years ago, to just start. I always had a passion
Mm.
to be in business. And like I told you, it started from a young age, being
Yeah.
in business.
So what are some pivotal points? Like, I know in business, being a business owner myself, and I see two women on here that own business. What are some, like, up the mountains, down the hiccups that happen in life, in your business, and how did you overcome them? Just to encourage the women that are on here and those that might be on the replay.
One of the things that I would love to say is 20 years ago, you know how life happens, right? Life happens. Um, 20 years ago, I was going through a time in my life where I was, just life was happening, things was happening to me and my husband's marriage. So I focused more on that and not my business. So my business went under.
Okay.
But can I tell you, 20 years later, God bought that same business worldwide partnership group back. And
Wow.
so I was working corporate, and I told my husband, like, it's around the corner, I'm going to retire from here, it's perfect. 5 years ago, God put in my spirit to step out on faith again and go
Okay.
back into my business. And when he did, and what I want to let people know, you can't worry about what's in your bank account. You can't worry about what's in your hand. If
Right.
God
Right.
position you to, you step out, because he's going to make it away. We have a rental property. We was evicting someone because they was like 4 months. So we was like 2 months, two mortgages we had to pay, other stuff we had to pay. So
Mhm.
God still provided. And I just thank God that even now I'm celebrating 5 years again with Worldwide Partnership Group. I had my other streams of income. Like you said, you always have your other businesses too. But
Right.
Worldwide Partnership was my baby.
That's your baby. That's good. Ladies, if you haven't already done so, go to the Unique Umbrella Effects, right? .com. It's on
Yes.
screen. Please go check it out. And if you're on social media, you can follow Kathy at Kathy Hair Speaks. That's a business page, and just connect with her. You don't want to miss what she has to say. And obviously, what can we cover in an hour? But if you want greater access to Kathy, please connect with her on social media. Now, Kathy, this is a great segue because you talked about your multiple streams of income, your property, and worldwide. I'm gonna get this right tonight, y'all.
I know, Worldwide Partnership Group.
Worldwide Partnership Group, right?
Yes, yes.
Y'all forgive me. I think y'all forgive me. I don't always have it together. So you have, let's talk about your multiple streams of income. You currently, that I know of, have the insurance company, the health product. You speak. I just saw you last weekend speaking at an event. You have a catering business. You host the most amazing conferences and retreat for women. That, oh my gosh, ladies, you got to go to Girls Let Your Hair Down retreat coming up.
Yes.
She's going to tell you about that. So take a few minutes to walk us through your businesses. Like, what do each of them do? Help us do that before we dive into teaching these women how to start their own business.
Okay, so yes, so in each one, I want to also say each one of the names of my businesses came from God. He just dropped in my spirit. So when the insurance company came, it strictly was Worldwide Partnership Group. It was because when someone looks at that name, they won't look at it as an individual, but it's going to be worldwide. It's going to be global. Okay. So, and I was like, oh, okay. And then when I got to Personal One Touch, I was driving across the bridge, and he said, you enjoy helping people. You enjoy making sure that everything's together. So Personal One Touch is how I got that name for my other business, because when you come to Catering Hair, it's only going to be one Personal One Touch, because I take care of every need for you. So you don't have to worry about the small things, the big things, because I'm going to make sure that everything is taken care of for you with a Personal One Touch. Because when you come to me, I take care of everything, and I go be the mediator for anything that you need, a negotiator, the person that goes and seek the things that you need. I go ahead and take care of that for you.
Okay, good. And then you have catering.
And then I have my catering. It's called Kathy's Kitchen Creation, where I do the seafood. I also go and set up couples. I love, married couples. It's really my heart. I actually just did a catering for a couple 2 months ago. She wanted to surprise her husband when he came from out of town. I went and set up the whole hotel. So that's part of under that as well. I go and set it up, do the catering. So when they walk in, everything is set up. Also, my seafood, I go not just in Tampa, but anywhere else. And I just pack up the whole bag and also be a private chef for someone as well.
I know that. Okay.
Yes. I actually went mobile. So I'm mobile, do the private chef and set it up. And I know people like, Kathy, you're all over the place. How do you do that? It's because number one is God, because he's giving me the energy, but I enjoy it. It's like, it gives me so much joy to see joy on someone's face, to see that expression and say, you know what? And you do it from the heart. It's not like, okay, I'm just doing it. Okay, how much money I can make? Because if you look at how much money you're gonna make, you can't look at that. You got to look at what the value is, and you got to appreciate people for who they are.
That's wonderful. So I saw Lily pop on here. Lily said multiple streams of income is a great idea. Yes. Lily, thumbs up. Fingers. Yes, Lily. Yes. And I would then say this. Sorry for yelling. I am from another country. Yeah. So Lily, I would venture to say this. It's not just a good idea. It's now a necessity for just about anybody, especially the single, Billionaire Institute. Thank you for joining us. So yes, it is. This is so true. Kathy, you're giving value that the Billionaire Institute said that it's true what you're saying.
Thank you.
Lily, you need multiple streams of income. If you have a job, keep that for now. I don't advocate working for other people. You work 40 years and they give you a gold watch. I think they still give you whatever they give you, it's just like whatever. But keep your job until you're able to support that stream of income. And then you can move away from that. But most women that I know I can speak in the Black community, can make more money per hour doing hair, but most of them still want to go to somebody's job because it's what we were taught, right? Let me go get a job, let me go to work. And then on the weekend, when you're so busted tired and have all your kids home, then you want to do hair. What if you took that 8 hours and you schedule your girlfriends and do hair throughout the week and make that your business and work for them part-time? I'm just saying. So it is necessary to now have multiple streams of income. It's just the way to go. I have 8 streams of income, 5 or 6 of them that flow regularly, and most of them are passive. How are they passive? If most of you should understand what that is. Passive means that I make money while I sleep. Now, that didn't just happen yesterday like Kathy started. We started some years ago. Number one, I started years ago. Number two, I got a mentor. I connected with somebody who knew what they were doing, and they bring me up. So if you want access to Kathy, I don't know if she mentors. I know I do. You can go to my academy, Paulette Rolle-Alesnik.com. We have consulting. We have mentorship. You can have us mentor you. But you're not going to get to where you need to get to on your own. You need somebody that's going to hold you accountable and be serious with you, right? People like Kathy, and people to encourage you. Like Kathy said, you just can't look at the money. You're going to be disappointed. I know this. There's a quote by Warren Buffett, and I probably won't remember it right now, but it talks about rich people do it for the money, or rich people is having money, but wealth is really buying your time, freedom and time. So when you get to the point that you feel you have your time back, and you don't have to scurry out the door, and you don't have to scurry through traffic, and you don't have to go to work when you're sick and just save up vacation time, then that's when you know you're really financially free and you are where you're at. Thank you, Tiffany. She said mentorship is key.
Yeah,
thank you.
Mentorship is the key.
Anybody here, if you believe that mentorship is important and it's key, drop it in the chats. And mentorship is important. And we want to connect with a mentor. We're not even trying to say connect with us, right? That's just how Kathy and I are so open-minded that we're like, just connect with somebody that's doing something great. I can tell you one thing, Kathy here is doing something. All right. Good. So Miss Kathy, let's talk about this fabulous. I think I need to talk about this before you drop nuggets on how to start a business. You do this thing called Girls
Let Your Hair Down.
Girls, let your hair down in Orlando.
Girl, let your hair down.
Tell us about this.
Yes. So you know how you go through a lot as women. We go through a lot, right? We have a lot of pressure sometimes. We go through stuff. And so I was just, me and my girl, we was going out. I was like, I'm just going to call this Girl, Let Your Hair Down. And that's what dropped in my spirit, because we just have to let it go. And so I've been doing women events for the past 15 years now. And one of the things when it dropped in my spirit is have a me day. And what a me day means is that it's inner and outer. Take care of your inner and also take care of your outer. You can look so beautiful on the outside, but if things are going on in the inside, I don't care how beautiful you looking in the outside, but stuff is going jacked up in the inside. So you definitely need to take care of self-care inside. And so that's what Girl, Let Your Hair Down is all about. It's dealing with spiritually. It's dealing with you mentally. It's dealing with you physically. It's talking about having fun. When we were little girls, we used to play with Barbie dolls. So we used to play with dolls. We used to play with makeup. And we just enjoyed having fun. And then life happened and you have the complications. Then you have the frustration. And then you have all these things that's coming on. But God said that he gave us a spirit of peace. And in the midst of all this chaos that we go through, in the midst of all the things that we go through, and then rest in him. So if we just say, girl, I'm just going to let my hair down. I'm just going to have some fun. And you know, I know my husband, he sometimes say, girl, what you smiling about? You know, because I get up with him in the morning when he get ready to go to work and stuff. And he was like, I said, well, honey, at least you can say it's real, because I don't just smile on the outside, but I smile at home too. So, all he could do is just giggle. And that's where Girl, Let Your Hair Down. And I just love it. I love loving on women. I love having doing like a me day. I love just like, let's just talk about it. It's
We all
not
need to come. Where is it going to be this year? Where's it going to be this year?
this year, let me tell you, this is something totally different, girl.
Okay.
I'm used to one day events where I just
Right.
do one day.
Yeah, you used to have it on the beach. It used to be on the
Yes,
beach.
yes, I did the beach, I did the park. And so God, it was dropped in my spirit last year to have a 3-day conference.
Oh, wow.
So this year it's going to be at Westgate Resort. We're going to be at Westgate Resort for 4 days,
Wow.
3 nights. And God dropped, I was in there catering. I was not even thinking about the event. I was just doing some catering, and it dropped in my spirit. Don't have a speaker, because now it was put in my spirit. Women don't want to be preached at. They want to be heard. They have things that they've been dealing with, and they just want to just sit and vent. They just want to have someone to listen to them and to be able to give them the answers. So that's what Girl Let Your Hair About event is this year. It's about letting it go, about being, and it's only going to be limited to 15 women. So it's going to be an intimate setting. It's because sometimes we can get lost in a massive numbers. So
Yeah.
God is saying, just have an intimate setting where women can come together, be able to share. So we're going to be able to share. We're going to have brunch. And then that's next day, we're going to have a me day, because I told you, you got to learn how to have fun. So we're going to do the makeup. We're going to have, playing in the makeup, having a photographer, having karaoke where you lip
Oh.
sync and be somebody. So, I'm going to be Tina Turner because I like Tina Turner. So you got to dress the part. So we're going to have some fun too. So one girl says she's going to be Donna Summer. One girl says she's going to be Janet Jackson. And you just got to dress the part. And you just got to I'm just going to have some fun. I'm just going to let my hair down. We're going to have a pajama party. And so it's just about releasing, letting that go. And so this is the first year that, we had one last year where we had a fashion show. We had the speaking, and God had the theme about the alabaster box. You don't know my story, right? So we all have stories. We all have different things that we've been dealing with, all the things that we've been dealing with. And sometimes we hold it in emotionally. And when we hold things in, stress brings on a lot, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes. And COVID-19 hit, right? COVID-19 hit. When COVID-19 hit, a lot of people was isolated. A lot of people didn't know how to stay, by themselves. And it was a learning thing. And I think one of the things was that God allowed us to be able to know how to be intimate with him, to get to know more of him, And so, girl, let your hair down. If ladies, are you on here? And if you want to join us, we only have 10 slots available because it's only 15 slots. And so now we currently we only have 9 now. I forgot somebody, she say, I'm putting my deposit down now.
Okay.
So
now where can they connect? Do they go to Unique Umbrella?
Unique Umbrella Effect. There we go to Unique Umbrella Effect and click on there, and they can also contact me or one of my team players that's on there. I have 4. God allowed 4 beautiful women to come beside me this year to help me. And I'm just so glad. And it was prophesied at my last event that God is going to bring a group of ladies to come beside you to start helping you with your event. So it's just a blessing.
That's good. So if you're on here and you're interested, ladies, we're talking about this, but this is a stream of income for her too. So you can see Kathy is just full of energy. She's so excited. I love excited people. I don't know, a little bit giddy.
I can't be bored. Yeah.
I like to laugh and be
I don't like that little like I was saying that's too boring. I say it take too many muscles to frown. It take too many muscles to be frustrated. It just take too much muscles,
Right. So Martha said, put God first, it enables you to be successful, walk in faith. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So Kathy has these amazing conferences. I can promise you they're amazing. The food, I've not tried the food before. I don't think I've had your cooking unless we did at church. But she has a catering business. She has a conferences. She speaks on a regular. So she gets paid for that. She's a brokerage company for other brokers in the insurance industry for over 30 years. So ladies, I know we get on these calls and we see these women in your little phone or your box, and you're like, ah, that's just a little woman. Kathy is, when I say she's phenomenal, and I know she's phenomenal and she's doing her thing, please connect with her. Hey, I see my sis on here. Hey, lady.
Hi.
Hi, beautiful. I'm sending Miss Bodie Roll some love on this call. So, Kathy, now let's talk about, we talk about all the fun things, letting our hair down. I hope some of these ladies can join you. Now, give us some tips. Let's talk about some strategic. You've been in business, you have multiple business, you set them up. Walk us through this step. If somebody says, you know what, I love what Kathy's doing. I have a job, but I know I can make extra money. What are some basic steps to starting? And then we'll talk about marketing your business. Walk us through that really quickly, please.
Okay, so number one, you really got to seek God first. I would, I really believe in seeking God first, Proverbs 3:5. And then get you a business coach, because one of the things that you need is a business coach.
Robin
And
and
that's one of the,
business coach. Sorry for interrupting.
yes,
Business.
business coach. You definitely need to have someone that's going to be in your corner. I remember when I stepped out on faith 5 years ago again, Worldwide Partnership Group again. I just, I hooked up with Angelica Cole, and we just went down a line far as branding yourself. About also, if you're going to be doing something in the community, I always say be in there in the community. Don't just be there when it's time to sell something. Don't just be there in the community when it's all about you. Be there for someone. Be there when you don't have to show up. Be there for some individual that's saying, you know what, I'm having this. Can you come? And that's another thing. Writing the things down, and also having a good tax person, having a good mentorship. You definitely got it, because one of the things that we're having a workshop next Saturday under yes, it's yes, for Black Business Institute, and it's going to be talking with small business owners, and we're going to have a tax person there. We're going to be talking about and Dina is the overseer. She's the CEO of it. But we're going to be talking about all the things that you need to start your business, the things that you need to stay in order for your taxes, far as knowing if you're going to be an LLC or personal. Also, sole priority. If you're going to be that, you need to know all those different things. And I'm just going to get and write down your plans, write down your goals. Don't make it like it's 6 months or a year. Do 30. Start off with a 30-day goal.
Okay.
Start off with a 30-day goal. Start off with a weekly goal. What is it that I want to do this week? What is it that I want to accomplish this week? And then the finances, that whatever business that you're going to get into, find out how much it's going to cost you. But believe me, but number one, believe God, because if he put in your spirit to start something, he's going to position you to have the funds that you need, because his word says daily do he load us with his benefits. And when he give us the benefits, can't nobody take it away from us. And then the other thing is, make it like I have boards, like I'm looking at my goals and profit goal. Have a profit goal as well. So if you sell a certain product and you're saying, okay, I want to step out, but I'm going to stay on this 9-to-5 job until I get where I need to be at. If you're selling a certain product, like with me with insurance, if I sell these certain amounts right here, then this is how you got to know not just how much you're going to make for it, but what is it going to take for you to get where you need to be at.
The number, yeah. What do you need
You
to get
got
that
to,
number?
yes, because you can say, okay, I want to make this amount, but you got to break that down. How many hours do I have to do? Where do I need to go at? What connection do I need to get to? And not just connect with somebody because you go in there just to get something, but also it's a win-win for both. How can we work with one another? Do a webinar with someone. And if it's something that you want to do and you know that you're still learning, connect with an individual that's been doing it for a long time.
Right.
Because that's where that mentorship comes in. But number one, seek God first. And what is your passion? So when hard times come and you're not making the funds that you could make, it's not, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep pushing because you have that passion. You have that drive. I may only have $10 in my account, but this is something that God instilled in me, and I'm still going to make it work. I'm still going to do it because it's not in my strength, but it's in God's strength. So I'm going to continue to run this race. I'm going to continue to push. And that's what you got to help. And then help. And we have to realize who's in our ear also. Because
Oh,
sometimes you can have someone in your ear saying, oh, girl, you can't do that. It's hard. I wouldn't do that. No, we have to be careful who we have in our ear. We got to be careful who's in our circle. And we have to continue to have a positive mindset. Because
right.
when things hit, when life happens, when surroundings happen, you may want to say, I'm just going to throw in the towel. But when you
Right.
have someone, a mentorship, or you have some girls that's really
A
pushing behind
team.
you,
A team of
you
ladies.
you got you can keep it going. But when you don't, it's like, oh my gosh, I want to no, keep going, and then know your why. Why did I start this?
Okay.
Why did I start this? Know your why, and stand on that word of God. Because, like I say, I can't do anything without God. He's my number one source, and I thank my husband, because my husband, he was like, girl, I don't know how you do all of it, but I can tell you that the many jobs that the many things that I do, he's one of my biggest supporter. He's like right there with me. Like when we have our different events, and he's right there. My mom, I miss her. I remember going to her apartment when I started Personal One Touch, and I got there. She had, she said, look, she had cut out the newspaper, and she said, look, your business is in the newspaper. And that was
Wow.
so precious to me, and I still have that. And it was Personal One Touch. And she was like, look, I cut it out. I seen it when I was going through the newspaper, and I
Oh,
got it for you. So it's just the little things, and we can't overlook the small beginnings.
mhm.
It's the small beginnings, and number one, be genuine. Because people, when I work with the homeless, one of the things that one of the gentlemen came up to me, said, and that spoke volume. He said, Miss Kathy, I can tell that you genuine, because I can be out there with the homeless. I could be, laughing and joking with them and everything, and they be like, I know you genuine,
Mm.
because I was, at the Goodwill shelter over for, I think, good 10 to 12 years, just going there every week, like every Wednesday, doing something to
Right.
educate them about insurance, and making sure they had to fight. I was like, we're going to have some good food over here.
Wow.
So it's the value. I say, don't give somebody something that you don't want, no
Yeah.
matter where they're at. That's the
I love
biggest. Don't do something that you don't want. Don't give
it. Right.
somebody yeah, don't give anything to somebody that you don't want. So that's one of my biggest things. And number one, always don't take credit out. That's why I say number one, ain't nobody but God, because He's going to guide and direct us in anything that we do, you
Mhm.
know.
Give it to him. Ladies, I hope you have your pen, your notepad, your phones, and you're taking notes, because Kathy is really, really dishing out entrepreneur strategies that she used, right? Um, Things are built differently. Each of us who cook, those of you who do, you
Yes.
you might cook the same meal, seven women in seven different houses cooking the same meal, and you might take a different course, and you might have different ingredients. This is how Miss Kathy has become successful. So these entrepreneur strategies that she's laying out, I hope you took note of them. This is being recorded on her page, my YouTube, on Dare to Change, which is our sponsor. So you can always listen to the replay. Always, please share with somebody you know need this information. I so appreciate. I see all this stuff, like people are saying yes, hands up, write the vision and make it plain. They think it's great
Yes.
information. Ladies, I encourage you to connect with her. One of the things that stood out to me, Miss Kathy, that you said most was God. Somebody goes, I wrote down all 14 nuggets. Put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. I didn't get all of them. I have to listen again. So put some of them in the chat. Two things that stood out to me the most was put God first. I know you're a believer. I'm a believer. Everybody, they're not believers, but I believe that when you partner with God, things are better. That's just me. And you said that. Secondly, you talk about mentorship. Whether it's a business coach or personal coach, ladies, you need someone to help you. When you think about climbing up the ladder, we talked about this last week. Even if somebody's on the second step and you are on the ground, they know just a little bit more than you. If you're on the second step and they're on the ninth step, they still know a little bit more than you. So connect with somebody who knows a little bit more than you. Kathy did not get here by herself. She connected with a coach, a business coach. I still have business coaches. I have two because I lost one. She's just gotten like extremely, extremely busy. But I have two business coach, and we meet weekly by phone to help with the business. A team of people, right? Having that group of people around
you gotta have
you,
a team of people,
right? And who's talking, who's speaking in your ear, who you listening to. That is so key. That is so important, because when you birth something and you come up with the vision, you write it down, you do all this, right? You wrote your vision down, and then you share it with somebody, these naysayers.
Yes.
Somebody says, I love it when you partner. Thank you, Black Billionaire Institute. I endeavor to be that one of y'all, the Black billionaires. So you speak it to somebody who's a naysayer, but they'll be like, child, please, it's just you. You can't do that. You know the kind of person. Let that be the last time.
Yes.
But you need to listen to the right people, get your mind right, but also get in the right group. Birds of a feather flock together. There's a friend of mine. She's on this call, I think. Rosie, if you're on here, just kind of shout me out real quick. Rosie has this, I don't know, we worked together for years. She's on here. She love it. Sounds like it's great. She says she has this concept that's not new. She didn't come up with it. It's just like she loved Wonder Woman, right? And when we worked together, when I was in corporate, I still had 4 or 5 streams of income. I remember my bosses used to say, how do you do these things? And where do you get this money from? And how do you drive the car you drive? I'm like, none of your business, right? I had all these streams of income. But Rosie always had this Wonder Woman, poster on her desks. Every time we dressed up in costume for the different occasions, she would wear her Wonder Woman outfit and these really bad to the bone boots. And I didn't really understand it until she started a brand called Wonder in Your Woman. Everybody put that in your chat, Rosie.
Wonder in Your Woman. That's nice.
Yeah. And she says, she doesn't say be Wonder Woman. She's like, find the wonder in your woman. And I love that, because when the naysayers come and people says, who, you want to be a billionaire? Who do you think you are? You want to start an insurance brokerage company? What do you mean you want to broker other people? Stay with your one business. What do you mean you want to do this, 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 and that? It's Wonder in Your Woman. Good. Everybody put it in the chat.
Wonder in Your Woman.
So when people come at you with those naysayers, remember there's a wonder in you. There is a wonder in your woman, and you need to find that. And I love that's Rosie's brand. She even have a boots to go with it. I need a boots.
Queen.
She's available for coaching. She's available
Queen.
coach. So connect with women like Rosie, connect with women like Kathy, because this is how it happened, right? One of us might be here. Boom. I tell people all the time, people say, you make money in real estate. What do you do? What do you do? I said, yeah, when you guys were all up in church every Sunday, when you were running home and going to bed early, I was running to Orlando when it wasn't famous to go to Orlando. And I remember when I would go to these real estate seminars in Orlando, sometimes there would be more women, but I would be the only Black woman in the whole room of thousands of people at the convention center. Like the only Black woman. I would look around like, where we at? And one of the reasons I find I am so passionate about encouraging women, because I think somehow we've lost our place. Somehow we went to the kitchen, we went to the bedroom, we become mothers and wives, we go to church and we stay there, and we forget there's a whole other world out here to make money and to create businesses. And I remember going to these seminars and go, where are the Black women? I would see men, but I don't see the Black women. How can I relate to a Black man saying, hey, I have a problem? My mentor was a white man. My attorney was a white man. My husband was a white man. Everybody who spoke into my life, I had nobody to relate to, nobody to take my challenge to. And because I have made it to this point and I have passive streams of income, I refuse to let women look around and go, who can I talk to? You have somebody to talk to who can relate and say, I've been there, done that. That works. This didn't work, or this worked for me. Kathy is here. I am here. Rosie here. Dawn, all the people on this show. And we will continue to bring women on this show to up level you and teach you these financial, just different strategies.
Yes.
Right? It works differently. Yes. So, all right. I got off on a tangent. Sorry about that. Kathy.
She's so cute.
I get excited. Kathy, before you leave, I love to ask this question. If you could leave, we're talking about financial freedom now. You gave some great nuggets for entrepreneurial strategy. You can keep plugging them. But if you can leave us with one tip, one piece of advice regarding our securing financial future, what would that be? For the women especially.
Yes. Do set up your account. You have to have a business account separate from your personal account, and also have a holiday account. That holiday account is an account that you don't touch, but it's just a holiday expenses where you just, even if it's whatever you're making, we give our tithes 10%, and you also pay yourself after that. But make sure that you have an account where you're putting something away for those rainy days or emergency for your businesses. And you may call it a holiday account. You may call it my special account, but just have that account. It's separate from your personal account. It's separate from your business account, but it could be a holiday account. And you just put, even if it's $5, even if you start off with $1, whatever you can start off with, that's the account that you don't touch.
Is this different from an emergency account?
Yes, it's different from that. That's just like something. Yes, because they always say have your emergency account between 6 months to a year, or the most they said 3 years. But a holiday account is something that you just take. Oh, I got $5. Let me just put it in there. It's, back in the day, the grandmother say, I put something under the pillow. I put something under it, So that's that type of account. I just put it there. I got my emergency account. And it's just like when you have the streams of income, right? The streams of income. And I know we're getting ready to. I want to say something about unique umbrella effect, if I can.
Please do. Yeah.
Yes. So unique umbrella effect is something that God gave me like 8 years ago. I shared it with my son and my goddaughter. And what it is that God put in my spirit to start a business, unique umbrella effect. And what it is, it represents business owners under one umbrella. So how he gave it to me was the umbrella represented God covering us, and the wires underneath represented each person's business, and the handle represents God holding us up. So it's us making an impact in a community by also helping one another build our businesses, where we do workshops, where we get on Facebook Live every 4th of the month, and we highlight one of the business members, where people can know. On the 8th, we're doing a class about credit. We have someone in there that does taxes. We have someone in there like Dina Davis. She's the Black Business Institute, telling people the roadmap to your business. So every little thing that we can do, we sharing nuggets to let people know. We're also, this year, we're starting, if anybody has any youth, we have Daryl, and we're going to be starting mentorship for the youth, because we know that they are our future. So that's one of the things that Unique Umbrella Effect is going to be starting too. We also going to be doing, I'm sorry, because I know we have a few minutes. We also going to be doing our community health fair. This is our 6th year doing the community health fair, where we're going to give back to the community. We're going to do free barbecue, wellness check. We just love to give back to the community. And our Veterans Ball, I'm so excited. We're going to have our Veterans Ball. It's going to be at Ruth Eckert Hall this year. We having it at Ruth.
Is it on Veterans Day? Veterans Day weekend?
November, we're going to have it on Sunday. Veterans is usually on the 10th and 11th. We're going to have it that Sunday on the 13th. And we're going to honor the veterans, We also honoring the first responders. We also honor essential workers. We also going to honor the police officer and the fireman. And just, when COVID hit, only the ones that was out there working was the health professionals and, but can I tell you, just before COVID hit, God had taught in my spirit, the following Veterans Ball, start celebrating the health professionals, start celebrating the police officers, and then COVID hit, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's why, because they was going to be working overtime. They was going to work all those hours when everybody else was home, secluded because everything was shut down, but they were still out there working, essential workers. So we just love celebrating them. I'm excited to celebrate them and say, we honor you, we appreciate you. It's always about giving back. It's not just being a taker, but how can I honor you? How can I show that we really appreciate what you did? And even like last year when we did it, people they were so like, this never happened to me, just to see their faces, their smiles on their faces, and said, and then we honored their spouses too. So we honored them as well. And last year was the first time I said, I want to honor someone that's a CNA, because they do a lot of work and never recognized. And so we was able to honor a CNA because they do a lot. And the lady she was like, for real? And I was like, yes, because you see their heart, you see the things that they do. And it's the small things. And sometimes we overlook that person that's doing the small things. And we need to let them know that they are valuable. I don't care where you at, you are still valuable. If we look at the 66 books, God always made it simple for someone to understand when he broke down the parables. And we should be able to speak to, no matter where a person level is, we should be able to speak life into them and encourage them, to let them know that it's okay where you at, but I'm not going to let you stay where you at, because God does not let us stay where we at. He pulls us up. He said, like that word says, a man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. So we supposed to be there, cheering one another on and let you know that I'm here. I'm going to be your cheerleader. I'm going to be there to support wherever you at. And that's what Unique Umbrella Effect is all about. Business owners coming together under one umbrella, making an impact in the community.
That's wonderful. So
And this is our 7th year. Thank God.
good.
And 7 years of celebration. I just thank my husband, because when I told him, I say, honey, God put in my spirit to start Unique Umbrella Effect. And he said, okay. And I said, I'm going to invite a group of people to our home. And he said, okay. And I told the people the vision that God gave me. And I said, y'all can go home and, you can pray about it and let me know. Everyone signed up that night.
Wow.
Everyone. So you can, when it's all about God, and you decrease, like I say, God, you increase, when God's going to bring the people. So whatever God, one of the tips I say, whatever God puts in your hand to do, if it's an author, if it's just to do what a owner of something, he's going to bring the people. He's going to bring the tools, right? He's going to bring the tools that you need. Don't worry. Don't sweat over the big things, because he's going to bring the tools too.
Totally. Totally. Kathy, thank you for your service to the country, and thank you for honoring those who serve. Oftentimes they are, forgotten. And our company would like to be a part of your event this year.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Get together offline and see how we can be a part
Yes.
of that. I love that. And working with the homeless community, I come in contact with a lot of them. And my heart bleeds to think that these people, even now as we record this, I'm not looking out my window. I'm not worried about what's going by my street. But in Ukraine and that part of the world, those people are,
Yes.
this absolutely evil, unjust war. These people did nothing to bring this on themselves. So we oftentimes don't think about the fact that we live in a country, or countries, because I see multiple countries represented here, but we live in countries that we don't have to look up and look around because we are safe. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you for those on this line who've served in the military,
Yes.
and those of you that have children or spouses who serve. We want to say thank you. Kathy, I honor you for that, for honoring the veterans. That's so important. Secondly, if you have a business and you want to connect with Kathy and come under the unique umbrella, which represents God, just you can connect with Kathy, the unique umbrella effect.com. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll say things, but you want to verify it on the screen because Paulette I don't know when it comes to.
It's when we get excited, girl. When we get excited, we like.
I do, and I have no shame. I don't say stuff right.
I know.
Right. But thank you, Josh.
It real.
Yeah. That's who I am. I'm too old to try to change that. But thank you, Josh, behind the scenes, who Josh make it right. Like, so you see the unique umbrella effect.com is how you get in contact with Kathy and her team if you have a business or you want to hear more about this. Obviously, if you want to go to the Girls Let Your Hair Down conference in Orlando, they gonna really boost you this year. Dang. Everybody take a beat. Do me a favor. If you haven't already done so, I want to say thank you. Kathleen, I should wear my glasses. I try to be cute. You know what I mean?
I know. That's what we do, you know.
But then I can see, thank you, Kathleen, Monica. Thank you, Martha. I think that's my friend from Freeport.
Yes, Monica is part of Unique Umbrella Effect, the traveling queen.
Okay, good. Thank you, Lily. Lily said this is exciting and knowledgeable. We're happy that you found it. Awesome testimony. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Miss Bodie. Wonder in your woman. Rosie might have a new client. So thank you, everybody that I can't see, for just supporting us. Women supporting women.
Yes, Miss Kathleen. Thank you.
Just coming on this call, letting us know you're here. It supports Kathy. It supports me. It supports our business because the more people watch, it says a doctor too. Are you a doctor, Monica? Monica says doctors too. The more you watch these videos, the more you share them, the more people know what we have to offer. Because next week, we have this amazing lady who has worked with me, and I met her through working with the homeless community, and her name is Sarah. So she comes on to share her strategy on how she got to be a sales director. A couple of weeks ago, she's driven pink cars for a while, but maybe 2 weeks ago, I might be wrong, she hit the epitome and she got this huge, humongous pink Cadillac SUV. Josh, if you would put that flyer on the screen. Her name is Sarah, and Sarah's going to come and tell you how she advanced herself, or I should say she literally springboard to winning a pink Cadillac. You don't have a pink Cadillac unless you make a lot of money. I just want you to know.
Yeah,
so that doesn't happen. It doesn't just happen. Nobody just gives you a Cadillac. When you have heavy bankroll, the pink Cadillac is the proof. So Sarah would come next week to tell us her journey. She's got 2 babies. Like, she does 2 babies. The girl did it working a full-time job, studying for her master's degree. Women, I tell you, when you have it in your heart to do something and you partner with God, I should say partner with God because he's got the vision already for you. Great things happen. And when you have the best group of people around you who can believe in you, it might be 2, it might be 10. It doesn't matter. People speaking truth in your ear, great things happen. So I hope you can join us next week again. And Rosie, who's on this call, she's on every call. She's my super duper good friend. She will be here in April. I don't remember the date, but we're going to be on weekly and we're going to have powerful women. Yeah, Sarah is on next Thursday. So invite some people, and she might be recording from a pink Cadillac. All right.
That'd be nice.
I want, if you ladies have businesses and you want to be mentored, if you want to be coached in what direction to take your business in, or you might have ideas and say, I don't know how to get it from here to here to springboard. I do offer consulting. Did I say that right? Business consulting. And Paulette, Rolle-Alesnik.com. Find my name, go to my website. And I'd love to connect with some of you. If you have a business and you're established and you're ready to connect, please reach out to Kathy. Rosie will be here on April 21st, which is a Thursday. And last but not least, we're gonna pull women. You know how Kathy, you said like COVID happened and nobody's been together for a long time.
Yes.
Well, in April, if you're on this call, I'm gonna drop the dates and flyer later. But in April, a group of us women will bring women together in a room. So imagine not just one person like Kathy on this call, but 6 of them in one room, and you get to hear them share. It's going to be strictly business. So like we're going to skip the testimony and go straight to like business strategy, do this, do that, the bank, the this, the CPA. We're going to get you, oh, pink cat,
Oh, it's
retro, serious, love it. Thank you guys. But April, the end of April, we're going to have a business seminar, and we would love to have you in that room because we'll have some heavy hitters, and we want to connect with you. We want to like literally sit down and go, what do you need? What do you need? Okay, you need to connect maybe with Rosie. Oh, you need to connect maybe with Miss Kelly. You need to connect with Bridget. Let me tell you who so far has been a part of this. We have Wonder in Your Woman, the person who would pull you out and coach you. You know, you might feel down, despair, disenfranchised, and you're like, well, how come Kathy could find her wonder? How come Paulette can find a fabulous self? Maybe I didn't always have my fabulous self. But if you need somebody to help you pull the Wonder in Your Woman out, Rosie will be there. Then we have Bridget Cruz.
you recommend someone to. Uh-huh.
So we have Bridget Cruz. Bridget is the first female builder that I know. Like she owns a company that build houses, guys. So she'll be in there with us, coaching us and all that stuff. And then we have Kelly, who teach you how to. Kelly's this amazing woman from South America. I forgot what country, but now she's American. So she will teach you how to understand personalities to match your clients, right? And I think that is something that's so missing because if you try to bring a sales pitch to me a certain way, you're going to lose me in 30 minutes, right? And then if you try to bring my sales pitch to the person who needs all the detail, they'll be like, well, stop talking. I want to know, give me step by step by step. So Kelly teaches you how to bring your right presentation to the right client. Some of us are visual, some of us are talkers, some want to sit back and go, show me, right? And you have to show them the whole presentation. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Who else? Sarah will be there as well. I don't remember everybody else. I haven't had dinner yet. So, but stay connected with us so you don't miss these type of these type of workshops, conferences, and cool stuff. Kathy, for you, we're closing now. You have been an inspiration to me tonight, actually for a long time. And I was just like, and I think I might have met you when I was little over teenage.
Yeah, because I remember coming to your real estate seminar. Yes. Yes, I was telling my husband, I was like, remember, I said, let me bring it back to you. We went to her real estate seminar. You had it at Without Walls, and me and Marsha came there, and yes, and we didn't have our rental property then, but we took the nuggets that you did, and we have, yes, so we were there in your class. Yes.
Oh, that's good. I didn't even remember that. That just goes to show you guys, I've been doing real estate a long time.
Yes.
You want to get yourself an investment property or 2 or 3 or 10, whatever you want to do. But Kathy, you've inspired me. You always have for years. I look up to women like you. You strengthen, you guide so many of us. Who do you go to for inspiration and strength and guidance? As we close, share with us. Where do you go for that?
Yes. So number one, I miss my mom. That was like my BFF. I have mentors, Pastor Israel, my spiritual mother, Pastor Brenda Brewster, also Angelica Cole and Dina Davis. It's really, those are my mentors, the people who I can go to. It's strong that you have to have that spiritual mentor, and those mentors are very important, especially when you're in business, and Mom Carolyn, I see that she's on here, me and her rock. I can call her and like, and Miss Kathy, she is my ride and go girl. I be like, Miss Kathy, I'm finna go here. You gotta have somebody that's gonna be with you there, in your business. So, Like she rode with me to, like you said, you seen with me in that speaking engagement. She rode with me there. So it's all the parts, and each person plays a different part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every person plays a different part, and you got to have that person. When you have a mentor, it's not your friend. They're gonna speak things that you may not want to hear. So don't look for no mentor that's gonna be like sugarcoating. No, they ain't gonna sugarcoat. If you got a person that's gonna sugarcoat in your life, you need to walk away, because you don't need someone.
That's your friend. Your friend and your amen.
Yeah, the one that you can just let your hair down. But when you want to be spoken into and say, you need to get back on track, you need to do this, that's the hardcore. You need that hardcore. I ain't saying somebody who's gonna beat you up, but somebody who's gonna love on you and be able to see the things that you need to do to get back on track.
They move you forward to growth. That's why we want to grow, definitely. So drop it in the chat. I got a mentor. I need a mentor. I'm about to get a mentor. Drop it in the chat what you need. If you don't have a mentor, be honest. And they're mentors in relationship, and there's finances, business, all kind of mentor. We're talking about business mentors today. So, and if you don't have a business, this live is not about business. We talk businesses because Kathy has businesses and I have a business, but we more want to talk about finances. So at least have a financial, mentor.
Yeah, you definitely got to have a financial. You could be going left, and then you're like, "What happened? Where my money?
Where the money gone?" Right? It just
and don't just have somebody over it. You got to know from details for yourself too.
Yeah. So drop it in the chat if you have a financial mentor. If you don't, just be real. And if you don't have it, say, "No, I don't have one." And somebody go, "I need one." And just like, I have no idea what y'all talking about. Drop it in the chat because it's important. Miss Kathy, I tell you, I honor you. And I curse you. I thank you so much for coming on here and dropping nuggets. Thank you for taking the middle of the show to teach us about entrepreneurial strategy, for being transparent and sharing your life with us and tips on how we can move forward. Ladies, get connected with her, please. You'll be better for it. And Josh, behind the scenes, thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
He's amazing. Thank you, Josh, for doing all the things he does. Because if I had to do this, y'all wouldn't see me nor Kathy. I'm just. Josh is the founder of Dare to Change. And we go way back from the missionary days, just being missionaries together in Haiti. His company is Volney Transportation Services, LLC. And he has an amazing testimony, really. Like, the enemy tried to take him out, big 18-wheeler flip upside down off the highway. And this man is alive and well behind the scenes. Just so wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you viewers for joining me. Please share this. You've touched my heart. Lisa, Rosie, Kathleen, I don't know you. I hope I get to know you. Miss Kathy, everybody, we thank God for this opportunity.
Yes, thank God for coming on.
Ladies, don't just write the nuggets down. We want you to take action. So in the chat, just tell me one takeaway you had today. Like for me, it was get a mentor, and God first, partner with God. For you, in the chat, just put one takeaway. And some of you got 12. I know you like me, you're going to put 10. When somebody asks for one, it's okay. It's all good. But drop it in the chat, one takeaway that you got from Miss Kathy today. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you on the other side, which is next week.
Thank you.
Please share this with somebody else who just couldn't make it today. Bless you. Thank you, Miss Kathy.
Blessings. Thank you again.
Bye. Thank you all. Bye-bye, Josh. You know I never know how to get off my chat, so thank you, Josh. Josh has to disconnect me. Thank you, Tiffany. Mentorship, God first. Love it, God first. Thank you, Judy Ann. I appreciate that. God first, yes. I think I know Carolyn. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know. Anyways, bye. Josh, you got